What we do in Frederick County, what we've done for 9 years, we participate in what is known as the 287G Delegation of Authority Program, which basically allows a local or state law enforcement agency to enter into an agreement to partner with ICE to allow officers who are trained to have certain delegated authorities to perform certain functions of immigration enforcement. So what that says is basically, as a sheriff, I can sign up, I can agree to work with ICE, for ICE, under their direct supervision and oversight to basically perform certain immigration enforcement functions. And everything, first of all, let me clarify that everything we do under this program is within our jail. There's no enforcement on the street. There's no questions asked of anybody on the street as far as what your immigration status is. We don't question you where you're from, where you're born. Everything is after a person is physically arrested for a crime. How do we do that? How does this work? Basically, you're arrested for a crime, you're brought into our detention center, you're booked for the crime that you commit. During the intake process at the jail, we ask a series of questions. There are 2 questions that we ask as a part of that intake process. Where were you born, and what country are you a citizen of? If there's an answer of anything other than the United States, that triggers an immigration status check. And we can determine, based on our access to databases, whether you're a lawful legal citizen or not. And if you're not, why aren't you? So once we determine you're in the country unlawfully, we prepare what we call a detainer file. And that file is reviewed by ICE agents, by ICE supervisors, and eventually ICE attorneys. So what happens when that detainer is prepared, it sits there. We're through with him as a prisoner. ICE basically takes custody of him. And they determine whether or not that person is placed in removal proceedings. So the sheriff does not influence the program. We don't make decisions in the program. We don't decide who gets deported. We don't decide who gets released from ICE custody. The way to term this, we facilitate a process, a legal due process in our detention center. There's all kinds of conversation going on about there, what's going to happen, what might happen. Immigration enforcement will be a priority of President Trump. Are we going to see a big impact here in Frederick County? No, because we are involved only within certain authorities. We can only do certain things under our program. Now the efforts of Homeland Security and ICE may increase at the street level, but that will be by ICE agents, not by law enforcement. We also have a separate program, which we contract with the federal government, that we house detainees that are in their custody. So basically, they're not the ones that we arrest in Frederick, but they are prisoners of ICE that are brought in from other parts of the state, other parts of the region. They basically rent bed space from us. People generally don't understand a thing about this.